Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with some MLB 2K12 in my player mode with Timmy Timmons. It has been a long time since I have played this. It's been a long time since I have said Timmy Timmons at all, so this is kind of cool that I get a chance to be able to play it. But as I was going through this, it really caused me to reflect a little bit because I've been playing this for almost a year now, and I'm about ready to go ahead and call it quits on this series. I may have one more episode after this. I don't think necessarily two before I go ahead and I start playing this show. I want to make sure that I get to that before MLB 13, the show, comes out, because I want to make sure, though, that I get things down with it, like hitting and timing and stuff like that. So, but of all the videos that I posted more Timmy Timmons, I think, than anything else. So it's going to be really tough to say goodbye to this series, and I know that's going to be the case for a lot of you, too. But I wanted to make sure that in this video I kind of kept you guys up to date on my plans for the future and kind of consider this my state of the channel address or something like that. And if you guys don't know what I'm kind of like referring to a little bit, every year the President of the United States gives a State of the Union address where he talks about how things are going with the country, what we're looking to improve on and stuff like that. And that's kind of the same type of message that I want to have in this episode, because I've gone through all of the 300 plus surveys that you guys went ahead and sent into me. I filtered out the ones that were not helpful at all, because I asked questions like, what is your favorite series, which ones do you think need to be left off the channel, what am I doing good as a commentator, and what am I doing not so well as a commentator. So great feedback. But some people, when I asked like what series do you like the most, they selected everything, and then I'm like, which ones do you think need to be off the channel, and they selected everything. It just wasn't helpful at all, so I filtered those ones out. But there's a lot of things that I was surprised about, and some things I really, wasn't surprised about seeing either, because of all the things that you guys provided me feedback on where I can improve this channel, it was to go ahead and bring down the number of series that I do. And trust me, as I was going ahead and I was creating this survey and I was listing out every single series that I had, I looked at it, I'm like, my gosh, what have I done? So I took a particular look into what does not need to be on the channel from your guys' opinion, and it wasn't a big surprise. The biggest one that I saw was NHL, the biggest one was FIFA, and the next biggest one was NHL. And I mean, it kind of, like I said, doesn't surprise me, because as a commentator, you want to be enthusiastic about something. And you definitely want to be an expert in whatever you're doing commentary on, because if you're not an expert and you don't care about something, it definitely does come out in the commentary. The audience knows. And it's not like I didn't care about FIFA or I didn't care about NHL. I love those games. I think they are a ton of fun to play. But from a commentary standpoint, I found myself a lot of times just being like, gosh, I don't know what to say next. I don't know how to make this sound exciting. And to be honest, when it came to games like NHL, I really didn't have that much strategy going into things. Not like, when I'm playing baseball or football or something like that. I really do have a plan of action before I go into something. That kind of helps me as a commentator to be able to talk about it, to fill up some time. So you guys have probably noticed that I haven't posted any NHL or any FIFA as of late, just kind of responding to what you guys want. Even though I think it's fun to play, if it's not entertaining for you, I'm not going to go ahead and invest all this time playing it, editing it down, and talking about it if it's not going to be exciting for you. So I'll probably still buy the games and maybe post a video every once in a while. Like if Tom and I are playing FIFA and I'll just show him destroying me, I mean, I'll do something like that, but I'm not going to make a dedicated series out of it. Instead, what I think I'm going to do is just stick with the major sports. Oh my gosh, home run by Timmy Timmons. When was the last time I said that one? I seem to be getting all my hits, though, towards right field, so I'm definitely late on my swing. But I haven't played this in a while, so of course I'm going to be off on things a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, for the spring and summer months, of course, it's going to be predominantly baseball. Once we get into fall, I'll go ahead and I'll make the switch to football, and as we head into winter, I'll keep doing that. And then I'll also pick up basketball along the way. That's going to be the one thing that I think I'm really going to focus on next year, is just try to get the basketball down a lot better for me. So that'll be coming quite a bit as well. You guys might have already noticed I've been posting a little bit more NBA than I normally do, and that's just kind of getting prepared for that. So as franchise mode, of course, I'm going to be doing a franchise with every single one, and a my player with every single one. With MLB, I'm actually going to be doing 2 again, because you guys really liked that I did Timmy Timmons as a position player, and then I did Chris Rose as a pitcher. So I'll be doing that, of course, next year as well. But I'll get more into that here just a little bit. But what I'm going to be doing, of course, when franchise mode is done, I'm not going to keep playing something like that. It's just one season, and then I switch teams so I can, kind of bring some new people to the channel, and then also, go ahead and get some of you guys who are fans of a particular team. You guys get a chance to have your team showcased on here too with me playing them. So I think that's going to be kind of cool, and I think that's going to allow me to strike a pretty good balance between, what I want to do, playing these games, just trying to expand myself a little bit, but at the same time, keeping the amount of series very limited. I think that'll be kind of helpful. You guys were kind of 50-50 on what you thought about like story games, like Walking Dead or something, so I think I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing. If you guys don't want to watch it, that's totally fine. I mean, I know they don't get as many views, but there's a pretty loyal following actually to some of those stuff that I do. Especially, and this surprised me, was the life lessons while playing Black Ops 2. You guys really enjoyed that. So I'm going to make sure I keep that up here. I'm probably going to do that one sporadically here in conjunction with The Walking Dead. Maybe alternate every once in a while. I was kind of thinking about getting something for Halo too, kind of along that lines. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are with that. So I mean, that's kind of what the future of the channel is going to be. I'm probably going to be doing 3 sports. Kind of mixing it up every once in a while by maybe posting an NHL or a FIFA game or something like that. We'll see. As for baseball goes, I've been getting asked a lot, what are your plans for MLB in the future? And what I get asked a lot is, what are your plans for 2K13? Well, to go ahead and just set the record straight on everything, I will not be getting MLB 2K13, and I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a reason why. 2 weeks to a month, I think, before the MLB 2K13 was announced, there was a pretty reputable source saying that they had talked with a member of 2K, and they had said that there were absolutely no plans whatsoever of MLB in the future. And then we hear later on that it is announced. So that means one of 2 things. Either one, 2K Sports lied, or the other thing that could be going on is it really wasn't in the works. And then at the last second, MLB is like, hey, we want you to make a game, and 2K decides to go ahead and do it. Well, either way, I don't support that. I mean, I'm not going to support a company that lies straight up, saying we're not going to be making a game, and then they do. But at the same time, if they go ahead and they didn't know they were doing it, and then they release it at the last second, why would I get a game like that? I'm kind of thinking that it's just going to be MLB 2K12, but they've switched the Astros to the American League and just changed a couple uniforms. That's it. We'll probably still be seeing the same, like, All-Star Game jerseys from 2011. I don't have that much faith in it. So, I am going to be playing the show, and that's it next year. And I'm going to be doing like what I've done this year. I'll have a franchise mode. And what I've done is I've actually gone ahead. I've picked a couple teams, the Braves and the Dodgers. And what I have on my Facebook page, on the Dunbar Snackbar Entertainer page, is a poll where you guys can go ahead and weigh in. Now, it's not going to be the determining factor, but it is going to influence things. And I do this every single year. I give you guys the chance to influence stuff. But I've been talking with a few people and a couple groups and stuff like that to kind of see what might be the best course of action for me to take for it. And so I kind of have an idea, but I want to see where you guys are at, and you guys may, might swing my opinion one way or the other. So make sure you guys definitely go ahead and check that out. Also, it'd be helpful too if you guys tell me, why you chose that particular team. But that would be helpful. And then this is going to be kind of new. Ever since I started this channel, my players for the position players have been all Sandlot characters. So, you can only go so far. So I'm not going to actually be doing a Sandlot character next year, which is kind of sad. What I'm going to be doing actually is I want to go with historical players. Those who are, Hall of Famers or something like that. And I'm kind of excited about who my first player is going to be. I'm not going to go ahead and announce it right here. You guys are going to have to wait and see who that's going to be. But again, I'm going to be doing a position player and a pitcher. I think with the pitcher, I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and do an actual historical player for that. I'm still kind of deciding what I want to do. But I don't know. I'm really, really excited for where things are going to go. And I wanted to make sure that you guys kind of knew where I was on some stuff. And that I gave you guys a chance to be able to weigh in on some things too, like what team I'm going to be next year for the show. in, you know, the franchise mode. So make sure you guys check that out. Let me know why you did that, because that's going to be helpful. And like I said, I mean, I've been talking with some other groups and stuff like that too, to kind of see, you know, if there's any advantage with one team over another. That'd be kind of helpful. And I know you guys would be cool with whatever. I want to make it as entertaining as possible, but your say matters. So make sure you guys check that out. If you guys have any questions or something like that, you guys know you can tweet me. I usually answer relatively soon. Of course, if I'm at work, I'm not going to be able to. But like I said, I just wanted you guys to know where I was on things, and hopefully this answers some questions for you guys and kind of lets you know what you're going to be seeing in the future. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Hopefully Timmy Timmons was kind of cool for you guys to see. It was cool for me to go ahead and do the gameplay for it. Like I said, it's been a while. But subscribe, you guys, if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all at Great Jazz. Just make sure you check the description below. You'll find everything there. But again, thanks for watching. You guys are phenomenal people. Do not ever forget that. And as always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.